Welcome. I'm Lindsay Bridges from Charlotte Center for Mindfulness, and I'm glad to be practicing with you. I have a short sharing from a book by Sharon Salzberg called The Kindness Handbook, a practical companion. Beautiful book. Spirituality is the movement from our prison of self-blame and self-preoccupation to an inclusive and open engagement with all of life. In many ways, a spiritual path is essentially about connection, deep connection to our own inherent capacity for wisdom and love, no matter what. Connection to a bigger picture of life, no matter what. We can easily go from morning until night disconnected, not only from genuine contact with others, but also from more fundamental and loving aspects of our own hearts. Spiritual practices of meditation, generosity, service, and loving kindness not only turn this tendency around towards genuine connection, they also become the manifestation of a free mind. Really appreciate this offering. Spirituality is the movement from our prison of self-blame and self-preoccupation. How often do you go through your day actually caught in this prison without even noticing that we're basically putting ourselves behind bars? That's where the mindfulness becomes so beneficial, is this possibility of pausing in the midst of a day full of doing and just noticing, how actually am I relating to life at this moment, to what's going on inside of me, what's going on around me? Is it the reactivity of the habit mind? And I would say almost that, or not almost, but in some cases for sure, the tyranny of the habit mind that's just propelling us through our day. And what's so interesting is when we're caught in that place, how second nature self-blame and self-preoccupation are with that reactive habit mind. And then there's this other aspect of our being, this possibility every moment available to us, this moment right here, right now. Where we connect again to the mystery of the life energy flowing through us right here. Where we connect again to a larger understanding, a bigger picture, as she says, of life, no matter what. What kind of practices are you cultivating in your own life, in your day-to-day life, that involve meditation, generosity, service, loving kindness, some sort of deliberate, intentional busting out of the prison of our own making? How do you support yourselves with these spiritual practices of care and of wisdom? And essentially, the basic question is, what ways do you know get you in touch with an actual free mind? One that is open and responsive and available to meeting the moment, not how we think it should be, but just as it is in this moment now. So let's sit. Just taking a few breaths in and out. This is the stepping in to a knowing of the bigger life. This moment here. The physicality of the breath lets us know we are always interacting, interrelating the larger world around us, outside of the narrow prison of the virtual thinking world, where we so often let ourselves be entrapped. How do you feel, physically feel larger this moment now? Maybe it's the breath, maybe it's sounds, maybe it's the body. And touching into this larger connectivity, physical connectivity, the earth, the air, the sky, the shared breath, mystery of life in the body. You let that broadening of the lens open you back to spiritual practice, values, ways of being that offer some freedom. Generosity is one of the deepest, oldest spiritual practices available. How do you practice generosity as you sit here with your own breath, your own body, your own being in this moment now? What does that look like for you? How does turning a generosity inward in this sitting practice right now, does that open the possibility of a generosity that's more available to share outward? It's not so much to think about generous acts that you can do, but maybe is there some felt sense of softening, making available, again, that connecting to a life larger than our small self. Knowing that we spend so much time imprisoned in this small self, what is generosity towards that aspect of our being that gets trapped? What's compassion? What's loving kindness? What's it mean to be in service of this life, in this moment now? And none of this to get lost in thinking about. What's an opening orientation of body, mind, heart? It's generous. It has care and kindness and wisdom. Connects you inwardly and outwardly. Some way that offers some freedom. Lovely practicing with you. If you find these offerings helpful and would like to offer financial support for our work in sharing mindfulness resources, please see our website. We appreciate any support you wish to give. Sending you good wishes on your day.